Okay, we're now 8 o'clock in the morning, approaching a property that we've been asked to clear. This is a Drenall house clearance. Walking through the front door, I have had a quick look around. I'm now just videoing for the purposes of showing potential future clients what we do and how we do it. These types of properties, they do vary enormously from really nice swanky houses that we clear and to other ones that are a little bit more modest and a bit more basic, and this will probably fall into the latter category. Into a small kitchen here, we take everything from a kitchen, all the crockery, we go through all the cupboards and empty the cupboards out for people. See pictures in the walls, on the walls there rather. There's a downstairs lavatory, all the bits, these will all be cleared. The mobility aids that we take. It's a little bit dark in here, but it's sort of time's getting on over here. Come back into the kitchen. Been asked by the client to leave the cleaning stuff, which is very common things, so the hoover and washing things under the sink there, which they'll just give the house a final clean before you hand it back to the council or before it's sold on. Little pantry there. There's a gas cooker. Just as a matter of note, gas cookers, as long as they've got the bayonet fittings at the back there, we can take these, so you don't need to get a gas engineering, because quite simply you just push up and twist and they're disconnected. There's no danger involved whatsoever, so we can disconnect and take gas cookers away as long as they've got a modern bayonet fitting. Now we're moving into the lounge now, usual sorts of things. So what's happened is the family will have come along and taken the various mementos and things that they want, and they leave everything else then for us to clear. Okay, so this is the lounge. It's quite a small property. And then we go into the stairwell. Moving up the stairs. You can hear my colleague starting to bag and box things up, ready for taking down to the van. Then they're transported back to our depot, where we process the items and then disperse them. Moving into the bedroom. It looks a little bit messy. But it's only because of the family, as I say, have been round and taken what they want. So just moving round. Usual sorts of things, as you can see. Dressing table, heaps of clothes, all good charity stuff that we donate. Things like metal, you can see these fires. And what we do with these, if they're quite good ones, we'll move them on. If not, these go into our large scrap bin down at our depot, and they're recycled for scrap metal. So that's all this sort of stuff. We have a lot of utility furniture and such like. Built-in wardrobes. Okay, a 3-bedroom property. Moved into the back bedroom. There's just a dining table. Lots of books. Okay. This clearance should take us probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours to clear. Moving into the second back bedroom, big wardrobe there, more books. Again, books are donated either to charity or the general public are welcome to our depot to take these sort of things. Big heaps of clothes again, chest of drawers, the usual sorts of things that you'd expect. Anyway, as we've done with other videos on this website, as the morning progresses, I'll show you it at work, show you in the back of the van how it all works, and then later on I'll show you our depot and how we all process things like mattresses, which are, if they're soiled, we take the outer padding off these with a Stanley knife, and then we take the inner metal core, and again it's recycled right the way down into the scrap bin, and then and moved on again. Okay, as I say, we'll a bit later on I'll show you the work in progress, and then eventually when it's all finished in a couple of hours time, I'll show you the finished empty product. Okay, thank you for now. Okay, an hour and 45 minutes later, we now have the property completely clear in line with the client's instructions. You can see the hallway there, the lounge, all nicely clear. Okay, moving into the kitchen. As I said before, the house is just to leave the cleaning materials, which you have done, so they can just do the final clean to hand back to the council or to sell it, whichever they do. That's the lavatory, bathroom all clean, all finished. Okay, moving on. We had 3 members of staff £2 to do this one. As I say, it took us about an hour and 45, an hour and 50 minutes to do it. Parking was quite reasonable, which makes a big difference. Up the stairwell, yeah, it's a bit messy, but it's just wants cleaning now. There we go. Bedroom. Usually with a house clearance, what we do is we ask the client to inspect the property to make sure everything's cleared in line with their instructions, and then we do the paperwork. What we do, we bring a copy of our waste transfer license with us, and also a copy of our public liability insurance as well, which the client is more than welcome to peruse and just to check it over to make sure everything's okay. Then we ask them to sign a waste transfer notice, and then we give them their invoice, and we normally take the payment on the day of the clearance, unless it's paid by a BACS transfer, which is paid 48 hours prior to the commencement of the clearance. Okay, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you need any further instructions, you're more than welcome to telephone June in our office, and the telephone number is 0333 444 4024. Okay, thank you very much indeed.